Destiny India will awake.
Welcome to Independence Das. My name is Veer Das. Happy Independence Day, ladies and gentlemen. Today I am proud to say that I am an Indian for two reasons. Number one, it means I live in a free country. Number two, a country that is free enough to use the remote control to change the channel and watch Munne Badnaam Hoi. The spirit of India. Now today on the show we're going to be going through the entire economic history of India from 1947 till present date. That's right, the show today is about 26 hours long. Prepare yourselves. It's a story of struggle, of violence, of joy, of love, of passion and of success. It's kind of like Bansali meets Lagan meets a really low budget. Now today on the show, ladies and gentlemen, we have a funny time along the timeline. We see if Air India is actually Fair India, and we see scams worth hazards in the scam bazaar. So let us begin our journey in the 1950s, ladies and gentlemen, just post-independence. Now directly after independence, our economy relied on two things, ladies and gentlemen: agriculture and railways. Yes, kids, railways is what your parents use when they can't afford those expensive airline tickets. And agriculture, it's kind of like Farmville, but real. Actually, I hate Farmville. Bunch of people talking about farms that don't exist and crops that never actually grew. Turns everyone into sort of a mini Sharad Pawar. Now in 1966, foreign aid, which was previously a key factor in preventing the devaluation of the rupee, was finally cut off, and India was told that it had to liberalize its restrictions on trade before foreign aid would again materialize. Yes, and if you thought the 60s was all about bell bottoms and platforms, who knew it was about share bottoms and platforms, huh? See, I had the wordplay there. You want to know how liberal India was? In 1967, the Union Budget speech began with, "Whoa." Now in the 70s, the government also lessened the state's control of the economy in the 70s, but banks were still nationalized. And you know, I for one love a nationalized bank. You know, I've always thought that withdrawing your money should take exactly the same time as earning it. You know, you go in, you go there, you meet the manager, take a token, have a cup of chai, take out your book, take out your passbook, stand in line. By the time you get to the counter, your FD is matured. It's great. But it is safe to say, ladies and gentlemen, lessening control in the 70s as part of economic policy led to major growth in the 80s. Once again, that's lessening control, major growth. That's how my sister was born. I love you. We're going to talk about the 80s now. In the 80s, India was still struggling against licensed Raj, but one man did his best and succeeded in overcoming any hurdles. A closed market threw at him. Dhirubhai Ambani, leader, visionary and victim of tragedy, because the only person they could find to play him in a movie was Abhishek Bachchan. That's right, that's like funding a massive biopic on Warren Buffett and then getting Charlie Sheen to play him. Would have been a different kind of book. Now, ladies and gentlemen, from the time Air India was declared the national carrier of the nation, it has been a symbol of national pride. The mascot, an Indian Maharaja, would stand proud, twirling his moustache, either out of pride or because the food served on the flight gave him gastroenteritis. So what would the safety briefing on an Air India flight be now vis-a-vis the 70s? Let's find out.
Hello and welcome to Air India. I'm your chief air steward, come medic, come co-pilot, come pilot. My name is... Wait, what's my name? I forgot. Never mind. Not important. Today we are flying from Mumbai to Delhi, and the duration will be 5 days, give or take. Unless we have to stop at Ahmedabad because the pilots go on strike. Please make sure that your seatbelt is securely fastened at all times. To fasten your seatbelt, you put in like this. To unfasten your seatbelt, you do this. And there, it's unhooked. In the event of a drop of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will automatically drop down from the compartment above. But no amount of oxygen can save our dying airline. Please note that the consumption of alcohol on this flight is perfectly permitted. Let's be honest, you're going to need it. Cheers, suckers!
We're going to take a short break, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back after the break, the Reliance story. That's right, it's divided into two parts. There's part A and part M.